Storm, whose real name is Ororo Munroe, is one of the most powerful and iconic characters in the X-Men universe. Created by writer Len Wein and artist Dave Cockrum, Storm made her first appearance in Giant Size X-Men #1, 1975. Her backstory is rich and complex, marked by incredible resilience, leadership, and her journey to embrace both her heritage and her role as a hero. Here's a detailed look at her backstory. 1. Early life in Egypt. Ororo Munroe was born to Nina and David Munroe in New York City, but her story begins in Cairo, Egypt. Her mother was a tribal princess from the African nation of Kandar, and her father was a tribal leader, but her parents' lives were cut short when they were killed in a plane crash when Ororo was a child. 2. Orphaned in Egypt. Following her parents' tragic deaths, Ororo was left an orphan at a young age. She wandered the streets of Cairo, surviving as a thief and street urchin. During this time, she developed a fierce, independent nature and learned to survive on her own. 3. Her powers manifest. As a child, Ororo's mutant abilities began to manifest. She discovered that she had the ability to control the weather, a power that she couldn't fully understand or control. Her powers allowed her to summon rain, storms, and lightning, but this made her an outcast, feared and ostracized by those around her. 4. Worshipped as a goddess. As Ororo grew older, she was eventually discovered by a tribe of worshippers in the desert who believed she was a goddess because of her incredible weather-controlling powers. They worshipped her, and Ororo ruled over them as a queen for a time, despite the fact that she was uncertain about her own identity and place in the world. 5. The X-Men's recruitment. Ororo's life took a significant turn when Professor Charles Xavier found her while he was in Africa recruiting new members for the X-Men. He recognized her immense potential and invited her to join his team of mutants in America. Initially, Ororo was reluctant to leave her life as a queen, but after learning about the mission of the X-Men, fighting for peaceful coexistence between mutants and humans, she accepted. 6. Joining the X-Men. Ororo Munroe officially joined the X-Men as one of the founding members in Giant Size X-Men #1. She was also one of the first African-American superheroes in comic books, and her addition to the team marked a pivotal moment in X-Men history. 7. Storm's leadership. Over time, Storm rose to become the leader of the X-Men, known for her wisdom, calm demeanor, and strength. She was not only one of the most powerful mutants on the team, but she was also one of its most respected members. She would go on to lead the X-Men through many battles, including some of their most dangerous missions. 8. Her relationship with T'Challa, Black Panther. One of Storm's most significant personal storylines involves her romance and eventual marriage to T'Challa, the Black Panther and king of the African nation of Wakanda. Their marriage united two powerful forces and was a symbol of strength and unity. Storm's bond with T'Challa has been explored in numerous comic arcs, showing her leadership both as a superhero and as part of the royal family. 9. Her iconic costume. Storm's iconic costume features a black bodysuit with a white crescent moon symbol on her chest and a flowing cape. This costume has undergone several redesigns over the years, but her distinctive look remains one of the most memorable in X-Men history. It's also an expression of her regal nature and her role as a leader. 10. Her powers and abilities. Storm's primary mutant ability is to manipulate the weather. She can control atmospheric conditions, summon storms, and generate lightning. Her powers extend beyond weather manipulation, including the ability to control wind, precipitation, and even temperature. Over the years, her powers have grown stronger, and she's demonstrated near godlike control over the weather, capable of creating devastating storms or calm skies. Storm is also an expert hand-to-hand combatant and has been trained in various forms of fighting, making her an excellent strategist and warrior. 11. Her struggle with identity. Throughout her journey, Storm has wrestled with issues of identity and self-worth. As a child of mixed heritage, African and American, she initially struggled with her place in the world. Her experiences as both a queen and a member of the X-Men helped her find balance and embrace her role as a hero who fights for the betterment of both mutants and humans. 12. Storm's role in the Mutant Revolution. Storm has been involved in numerous significant events that have shaped the direction of the X-Men. She's fought in battles against the Sentinels, the Brotherhood of Evil Mutants, Magneto, and countless others. She's also played a key role in the Mutant Massacre, the Inferno storyline, and House of M. 13. Her time as a goddess. In an alternate timeline and in certain story arcs, Storm has been shown to return to her goddess roots, especially when she's connected to her heritage in Africa. In these stories, she often finds herself balancing her godlike powers and responsibilities with her human side. 14. Storm's hair. Storm's iconic white hair is a major part of her character design. Originally, her white hair was a result of her powers being activated in a stressful moment during her childhood. It's a visual symbol of her power and her regal presence. 15. Storm's solo adventures. Beyond her role as an X-Men leader, Storm has had several solo adventures. She starred in her own Storm series, where her leadership and ability to balance her humanity with her powers are explored in depth. 16. Her time as a thief. Before her powers manifested and she became a queen, Storm had to survive on the streets of Cairo as a thief. This part of her background contributed to her fierce independence and her ability to adapt to difficult situations. 17. Her healing powers. In addition to her weather manipulation abilities, Storm has displayed some healing powers and the ability to sense changes in the environment, helping her navigate complex and dangerous situations with ease. 18. Storm's bond with Wolverine. Over the years, Storm has developed a close bond with Wolverine Logan. They've fought side by side countless times, and their relationship is one of mutual respect and camaraderie. Although not romantic, their friendship is one of the most enduring in X-Men lore. 19. Her leadership after Cyclops. After Cyclops, Scott Summers, temporarily left the X-Men, Storm took over as the leader of the team. She demonstrated her leadership skills, keeping the team united and focusing on their mission to protect mutant kind. 20. Her legacy. Storm's legacy as a leader, fighter, and mutant advocate continues to be a central theme in X-Men comics. She represents the idea that strength comes not only from power but from compassion, wisdom, and the willingness to stand up for what is right. Storm has faced many formidable villains throughout her time with the X-Men, utilizing her weather-manipulating powers, combat skills, and leadership to overcome some of the deadliest threats. Here are 15 villains that Storm has defeated. 1. Magneto. Notable battle. Storm has clashed with Magneto, one of the X-Men's most dangerous foes, multiple times. In one notable instance, Storm was able to defeat him in a one-on-one fight, using her wits and mastery over the weather to overcome his magnetic powers. 2. Callisto. Notable battle. As the leader of the Morlocks, Callisto challenged Storm for leadership, and the two fought in a brutal duel. Storm defeated Callisto in a contest of physical and mental strength, ultimately becoming the leader of the Morlocks. 3. Shadow King. Notable battle. The Shadow King is a psychic entity who has clashed with the X-Men multiple times. In one storyline, Storm used her psychic resistance and weather-manipulating abilities to help defeat the Shadow King and his control over the minds of others. 4. Master Mold. Notable battle. Storm, alongside the X-Men, has faced off against Master Mold, the creator of the Sentinels. In battle, she used her powers to disrupt the environment and weaken Master Mold, contributing to his defeat. 5. Mr. Sinister. Notable battle. Mr. Sinister, a brilliant and manipulative villain, clashed with Storm on several occasions. Though not often the sole antagonist in their battles, Storm has been instrumental in helping the X-Men thwart his schemes, particularly when Sinister tried to manipulate mutant genetics. 6. Apocalypse. Notable battle. Storm has faced Apocalypse, one of the most dangerous and ancient mutants in existence. During the Age of Apocalypse storyline, Storm played a significant role in overthrowing the alternate universe version of Apocalypse, where she was a prominent leader in the Resistance. 7. T'Chaka, Black Panther's father. Notable battle. In an alternate timeline, Storm fought against T'Chaka, the former king of Wakanda, during a period of political unrest. Though she did not defeat him in a direct physical battle, she played a key role in bringing peace and stability to Wakanda in the face of his actions. 8. The Adversary. Notable battle. The Adversary, a powerful mystical being who threatened the X-Men and the world, was defeated by Storm, who used both her power over the weather and her intellect to help turn the tide of the battle and thwart the adversary's schemes. 9. Venom. Notable battle. Storm has faced off against Venom, the lethal alien symbiote, as part of the X-Men's larger battles against dangerous threats. Though Venom was a formidable foe, Storm's quick thinking and weather control helped to neutralize Venom's ability to control the fight. 10. Magma, Adversary. Notable battle. Magma, a former X-Man turned villain in some timelines, was faced by Storm. Using her weather control to cool Magma's molten powers, Storm was able to subdue her and prevent further destruction. 11. The Hellfire Club. Notable battle. Storm and the X-Men have battled the Hellfire Club numerous times, particularly their leader, Sebastian Shaw and Emma Frost. In one memorable instance, Storm faced off against the Hellfire Club's forces, defeating Shaw in a strategic battle of power versus intellect. 12. Cassandra Nova. Notable battle. Cassandra Nova, the evil twin sister of Professor X, is a powerful telepath and one of the X-Men's greatest foes. Storm helped lead the team to defeat her in one of the most intense psychic and physical confrontations the team has faced. 13. Strife. Notable battle. Strife, the clone of Cable and one of the X-Men's deadliest adversaries, was confronted by Storm during the Executioner's Song storyline. Storm played a key role in defeating him as part of the larger battle against his plans to dominate mutantkind. 14. Kong the Conqueror. Notable battle. In the Days of Future Presence storyline, Storm fought against Kong the Conqueror, a time-traveling despot. Although Kang's technology was formidable, Storm's quick thinking and leadership helped the X-Men emerge victorious against him. 15. Thanos, Alternate Universe. Notable battle. In the alternate universe of the Infinity Wars, Storm faced off against Thanos, the Mad Titan. Using her mastery over the weather and her tactical mind, she was able to temporarily disrupt Thanos' plans and help the heroes in their fight. Storm has proven herself a powerful adversary capable of standing her ground against even the most dangerous threats in the Marvel Universe. With her vast weather-manipulating powers, combat skills, and leadership abilities, she has triumphed over some of the most formidable villains in X-Men history. Storm has faced off against several other superheroes in different situations, often due to misunderstandings, manipulation, or external forces. Though she's primarily a hero, there have been times when she's had to fight other heroes. Here are 15 heroes that Storm has defeated in various circumstances. 1. Cyclops, Scott Summers. Notable battle. In the X-Men, the animated series, and in some comic storylines, Storm has had to fight Cyclops due to mind control or manipulations. In their one-on-one fights, Storm has often won, especially when using her weather powers to overwhelm Cyclops' optic blasts. 2. Wolverine Logan. Notable battle. While Wolverine and Storm have a deep mutual respect, there have been times when they've fought, often under the influence of mind control or a clash of ideologies. In their physical altercations, Storm's weather powers have often given her the upper hand, particularly when she's used environmental factors to weaken Wolverine's healing factor. 3. Spider-Man, Peter Parker. Notable battle. During the Infinity War storyline, Spider-Man and the X-Men were manipulated by external forces into fighting each other. Storm used her weather powers to subdue Spider-Man, though the fight was a result of confusion rather than a true battle. 4. Black Panther, T'Challa. Notable battle. In alternate universes and various storylines, Storm and her husband, Black Panther, have fought each other due to mind control, brainwashing, or conflicting priorities. Storm has used her powers to fight T'Challa, but it's often been more of a tactical showdown rather than a true battle. 5. Captain America, Steve Rogers. Notable battle. In the Avengers vs. X-Men storyline, the X-Men and Avengers clashed over the possession of the Phoenix Force. During this battle, Storm fought Captain America, using her powers to challenge him in battle. She won by exploiting his tactical mind and her elemental control over the environment. 6. Thor, Jane Foster. Notable battle. In an alternate timeline during the trial of Jean Grey, Storm faced off against Jane Foster's Thor. Using her weather manipulation and agility, she was able to hold her own in the fight. Though not a direct defeat, she proved formidable against the Asgardian god. 7. Iron Man, Tony Stark. Notable battle. In the Civil War storyline, the X-Men were often forced to take sides in the superhero conflict. Storm, as a member of the X-Men, fought against Iron Man and his forces during this period. Her weather powers were able to disrupt his technology, putting her on the winning side in their encounters. 8. Hawkeye, Clint Barton. Notable battle. During a misunderstanding in the Secret Wars event, Storm was forced to battle Hawkeye and the Avengers. Her control over the weather allowed her to easily defeat the sharpshooter by manipulating the environment around him. 9. Beast, Henry McCoy. Notable battle. In X-Men, the animated series, Storm and Beast have been manipulated by external forces, causing them to fight each other. Storm's weather abilities and leadership helped her emerge victorious in their skirmishes, although they are close allies. 10. Gambit, Remy LeBeau. Notable battle. Storm and Gambit have had tense moments where their emotions and pasts have caused conflict. In some instances, they have fought due to misunderstandings, but Storm's tactical advantage in using the environment around her helped her defeat him. 11. Jean Grey. Notable battle. While Jean Grey and Storm have always been allies, they've fought each other during instances when Jean is possessed by the Phoenix Force or when manipulated by external threats. Storm has used her powers to temporarily overpower Jean, but only in situations where Jean's powers were out of control. 12. Deadpool, Wade Wilson. Notable battle. During the X-Force storyline, Storm was temporarily pitted against Deadpool, and using her weather manipulation and lightning, she was able to subdue him despite his enhanced healing factor and unpredictable fighting style. 13. Ms. Marvel, Carol Danvers. Notable battle. Storm and Ms. Marvel have clashed in the comics during certain storylines, particularly when they were manipulated or when their ideologies were in conflict. In one instance, Storm was able to use her weather manipulation to counter Carol's superhuman strength and flight. 14. Quicksilver, Pietro Maximoff. Notable battle. In the House of M storyline, Storm had to battle Quicksilver, who was manipulated by the powerful reality-warping powers of Scarlet Witch. While Quicksilver's speed is a dangerous asset, Storm was able to outmaneuver him by using environmental factors to her advantage. 15.